Oh my god, hi guys. This is my first video, but not technically. Oh my god, my nails look awful right now, obviously. But yeah, like, so this is just gonna be kind of like a get to know me, get to know you kind of thing. I don't know if I'm gonna get to know you guys, but I am. But this is kind of like a get to know me and see who I am and what am I about. Like, yeah, exactly. We're not gonna get too personal. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna keep it simple and yeah. So my name is Kiara, and I'm just, yeah, I'm just a very silly girl sometimes, and I can also be very serious. But you know, I want to be able to be very well-rounded and complicity. I just want to, you know, have a little bit of everything. Why not? You know, why not be that person who does this, that, and everything else? Why not be that person? But I don't like to say my age, but it's like, everybody always get on me about this. Like, why not say your age? You're still young. You know what? I am still young, and I'm gonna forever be young. That's just gonna be the motto. I'm gonna be forever young, no matter how old I am, and no matter how old I would get. I'm always going to be young, because that is what I'm gonna put out there to the universe. So I just recently had a birthday not too long ago. So I am 20 years old. My birthday was September 1st. Like how could you miss it on the 1st? And you know, I didn't really do much to celebrate, obviously, what's going on. But you know, I still was happy. You know, I still was able to do a little bit of something, you know. But more than likely, you know, you're gonna celebrate on the weekend, you know, because my birthday was on a weekday. So what could you possibly do? You know, you got school going on, so it's just like, what could you possibly do? But yeah, I am 20 years old. I can't even believe it. This is crazy. Like, I'm really about to enter, well, I already entered into a whole new set of a decade. Like, this is really crazy to even think about that. Like, wow, like, before you know it, I'll be 21 and 25 and then 29 and then so on and so forth. It's like crazy. But I'm not gonna think about that, so I'm just gonna take one day at a time. That's all I can do, right? But yeah. This is so new to me. Like, this is crazy. But yeah, a little bit about myself. A little bit. So currently, I'm at school. Currently, and I'm sitting here in this dorm. I have the whole room to myself. Like, that's amazing, isn't it? But I'm a sophomore at APSU, whatever that means, right? Austin Peay, right? Yeah, that's what it is. Austin Peay State University. It's a university. That's great. But it's really very family friendly. You know, I always say that, you know, whoever asks me about, you know, my school or whatever that I go to, you know, I always say it's family friendly, because it's just very like homey, like, you know, very family oriented, I guess you can say. And that's is immediately what I got to when I was a freshman last year. You know, they had a lot of events for family, you know, very stuff like that. You know, it just varies. You know, they just have a variety of different things that you could do. So, you know, that's why I say that it's very family friendly. It's a good school to me. I'm not really big on huge schools, campuses, and stuff like that. I'm more like a medium, small town kind of girl. You know, just very close up and personal kind of thing. You know, and it's just better that way for me. I'm like a in class kind of person. I'm not like a auditorium kind of person. So it's just like that kind of thing. But, you know, sophomore year is a little bit, not a little bit, but a whole lot different than what I'm used to doing from last year as a freshman. You know, which is just, you know, getting up every day, going to day-to-day classes and doing this and doing that, going to events, doing this and doing that. But now it's where you have to do virtual. And for me personally, I have to do virtual. You know, I don't have any choice there. I have to do it. And there's no other way for me to get things done but to do it. So I have to. But it's been all right. I've been just trying to find a schedule of how to do things like, okay, Mondays are going to be dedicated to this, Tuesdays are going to be this, you know, so on and so on. So it's just like, you just have to find out what works for you. But I'm just getting too carried away, but this is just kind of a little intro, you know. But of course, I'm going to, as time goes on, that you guys are going to get to know me more and more as times go on. And then I'm going to eventually do like a Q&A, like specific questions that you guys ask, like on my social medias, which is very new. But we're gonna get there. You know, it's not all about how you start. It's all about what you can do in the future, like what's gonna come of it, what's gonna happen from it, you know, from you doing these type of things. So that's just gonna be the gist of it. So this is just a little bit, like, it's just an intro. It's not really a Q&A yet. It's just a little intro just to put your finger on it, but not your whole hand right now. Just a little finger. That's it. That's all we're doing here. But anyway, yeah, so we're virtual. And nowadays you just can't really tell what's gonna happen or how the next year is going to be, let alone the next decade. You know, all I can say is, you know, protect yourself, be healthy, just be safe. You know, that's the most important thing, is to being safe, of just negative spaces and negative people and negative things. Like, you know, you just want to be protected no matter what. That's how I feel. You know, a lot of people have different opinions and different assumptions of how they feel about certain situations, but that's them. That's them, not me. Okay, moving on. You know, I don't know what else to really say, you know, but of course over time this is going to be a consistent thing, right? It's new but consistent. But, you know, it's just so many things that I want to do with my life, but, you know, some things you just got to keep inside until they happen, and then you just let people know, like, look at this. Look what I'm doing here. But that's another thing you're gonna learn about me. I'm not really a self-centered person. I don't want everybody to be in my business. I don't want everybody to do this and do that, and I don't want to be of that. So it's just that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know what to say. But this is just like a intro, like I said, you know. And I don't like to say the same thing over and over. That's one thing about, you know, doing this new chapter, doing this whole new thing of a setting, is that you find yourself saying the same thing. And I don't want to be a repetitive person because I don't like to repeat myself. I really don't. No, that's the last thing that I like to do. I don't like to repeat myself. But it's okay. We're gonna figure this whole thing out together. And yeah, and that's that.